What if my mentoring business doesn't work? Well, I would be a millionaire if I was to charge $10 every time I heard that phrase, because that's really about fear projection. It's about anticipating that something's going to cause you more pain than pleasure in the future. And I hear it, I hear it, I hear it, I keep hearing it. And I want to share what I would give as my response to it so that it might alleviate some of your thinking and feeling that's welling up for you. Welcome, welcome. Dr. Stephen Hobbs here from the Wealth Movement. I've been a facilitative mentor for about 30 some years, and I have set up many businesses. Some have worked, some haven't. The ones that I'm working on now are working. And I am sharing with Gen Xers, those who are 55 or around 55, so 50 to 55, 55 to 60 years young, who want to start up a mentoring business because they want to get paid for what they know and do. And there's many different kinds of mentors that are available, but what I do is help you build the baseline understanding of what it means to mentor and to be a competent mentor, and from there you expand out with what you know, your lived experience. So I'm going to start off with the story of statistics. You can go to any website that talks about the success and failures of online businesses, and the stats will give you this percent, that percent. And I'm not going to go down that road because I know some of you may not, but if you work with me, I'm going to do everything I can so that you do hit the successful side of things. Whether it's part-time or full-time, that is up to you. Now, there are many reasons why you might not succeed. And we could list those and list those and list those and list those. But I think that what's really important here is that before you start your business, and this is where this video sort of comes to life, or you've just started it and you haven't done what I'm suggesting, then I'd ask you to take a pause, find a place maybe on the veranda in a nice easy chair with a pen and paper or your tablet, or you're out having coffee, or you might even be on a walk, and just ask yourself the following question, because this is key to opening the door, your business door, so that you can step across and walk in that room with the confidence that you need, with the certainty that you've got this covered. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is the following. Do this activity alone. And really it's about asking this one question, which is, what is hindering and helping you in starting your business? Yes, one question. What is hindering and helping you in starting your business? So you'll be creating a list on the hindering side and a list on the helping side. And put down whatever comes to head, heart, and hands. And if it takes you a couple of days to create that list, then please do. I'm not going to say there's a minimum. However, from my experience, I know that if you get up around the 21, then it's a great start. It's a place to pull your energy forward. And by 21, I mean it's not like 10 and 11. See if you can find 21 things on either side of that list and write them down for yourself. Then I'm going to ask you to go to your helping side. I know the hindering side's pulling you. I get that. But I'm going to ask you to go to the helping side, look at the statements that are listed there, and figure out what actions that you can take to extend or expand what is working for you. Right. The helping side's what working for you. Because that list is very helpful, because when you go to the other side and look at the hindering side of things, one of the first things you do is, of what identify the actions from the helping side, are they lessening or even eliminating some of the statements on the hindering side? And I think you'll find that they will, and that is great. Now, For those that are on the hindering side, you're going to have to take a look at the actions that you want to take for them as well. So by actions, I'm talking about what I call action outcome statements. Make sure you start the statement with an action verb that has a little bit of oomph to it, and you're very clear what that action is. It could be define, consider, manage, evaluate. It's words that have some oomph to them. And then the rest of the phrase is what's the outcome that you want to have. An example might be manage my social media platform. Another one might be define the key terms and concepts associated with the topic that I'm mentoring. Now, with those statements that are on your hindering side, one of the ways that you can move forward is ask the following question. So what? What else? Now what? So you may have a statement like lack of understanding of social media. Okay, so what? Write down your responses. Then ask yourself, well, what else do I need to take into consideration? And then the next thing might be, now what? And write something down. Because in asking those three questions, you will actually unearth ideas that will lead to action outcomes statements that take care of the hindering side. Now, here's another tip is once you've looked at your helping side and created your action outcome statements that are extending and expanding what's working, and you have seen of the action outcomes from your helping side take care of your hindering, and you're left with these other hindering statements, and you've worked with them from this so what else, now what perspective, then I would encourage you to have a conversation with your mentor. Did you hear that? With your mentor. So at this point in time, if you are without a mentor in support of what it is that you're doing, I would encourage you to find a mentor. There's got to be someone in your network who is working a business of some kind. It doesn't have to be a mentoring business. You can still take your ideas about what's hindering and see if there's a way for them to help you unlock some of those beliefs, all right, or assumptions, opinions, perceptions that might be blocking you. Now, if you're stuck, you can also go to wealthmovement.com. It's just down below here, and check out what resources that we have available for you. And at any time, if you need some assistance immediately, you can always go to our contact page just down below and submit a question. And we'll get back to you. It will either be a video, audio, or written, and it will be by Dr. Stephen Hobbs, hi, or one of the wealthers who are involved with the wealth movement. There's a group of people that I trust, and I ask them to help me out, and one of the ways to help me is to answer questions that are forthcoming from yourself. At the time of shooting this video, I am in the process of creating a short course on starting a mentoring business to give you a little bit more of like a couple of rung step ladder that you can use to help you formulate the starting of it, or if you're actually in it, what can you do to just slow down a second here and get yourself caught up. The key element here that I'm attempting to get to is your belief system. What are your go forward beliefs and what are your limiting beliefs? Because you've got to deal with those or else they're going to get in the way and they're going to sort of nip at you, and it's not pleasant to just be nipped at, okay? So I would encourage you to look at these beliefs, and doing this exercise I've just shared with you is one of those ways. And if you're ever stuck, go to the contact page on wealthmovement.com/contact and leave us a question. So make sure you give us like 24 to 48 hours to respond to you, but we will respond. I have an ask of you: subscribe, comment, share, like this video, and ring the bell so that you can receive notification. Also, what follows is some information about one of the latest courses or books that are available to you.